the DDK group.
All right, we are officially live. So my bad, y'all. I was having a little technical difficulties with my streaming. So we are back to get this started. Let us get this shared out real quick, and we will get this going. But let's see here.
Get it shared.
Yeah, let me get it shared out too.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now. Give me one.
Let me get it. Let me get it in my group too. Copy link.
There we go, right here.
Hey, for all the people that. Hey, Daryl, did you drop it on the Elite page already?
About to drop it on there right now. I'm about to share it to it.
I put out that vid I was telling you about, Daryl, so you'll be able to check it out.
I was rushing. I saw it. I was gonna wait till after, but then I was like, you know what? I got like 30 minutes. Let me try to watch. I started watching it. Hey, you did a good job on that, dude. You did a real good job on that.
Yeah, I was when you was gone, I was telling him how you played me on the description, bruh.
On the bruh.
Like this nigga got the Hulk. He got the Hulkamania introduction. You feel me?
In this corner.
Hey, for some reason, it's not letting me share it to the pages. It's letting me share it to the groups, but not the pages for some reason.
Hold now, I'm still sharing it to the group, so just give me 1 second. I'm just about to put
cool. I'll drop it on that. You want me to drop it as a share or as a watch party on the Elite page?
I'm trying. Okay, you got it on the Elite page already?
How do you want me to drop it on there, as a watch party or a shit?
Oh shit, do both.
I'll just create the damn post.
I just made a post. I just took the link, the URL, and I just dropped it in this group. Now I'm about to drop it in the Hawk group. Here we go.
Right, so let me go and delete
okay, here we go.
Other one.
Here we go. Yeah, I got it. Boom. It's in the Hawk group now.
You want to know something? Why am I on here tripping? I forgot I got software, bro. I'm finna open up this software, let the software do the work.
There you go.
Now,
all right, so everybody join in while we're getting this shared out. If you're in Giant American Bully group, you probably, you won't be able to share it, but it is on my page, Dre's page, Rob's page. You can share it from there. And I will keep track of the comments and any questions you guys have, because I don't know nothing about this. I'm learning myself with the rest of y'all, and that's why I got these two brothers on. Definitely welcome Robert McCormick with KTK Bullies, exotic breeder. He's done a lot of marketing for a lot of people.
There we go. Thank you, Bill. No, hold on, y'all. Watch how he introduce Andre. Go ahead, bro.
And then up next, we got Andre Smit, owner of BGK Bullies and Kennels. And he's been doing a lot of big things recently. He actually just dropped a YouTube video today, giving the difference. I made about halfway through, then I had to jump on with this. But he's letting you know the differences between the American Pit Bull and the Bully, which is something dope, because a lot of people get confused on that for whatever reasons. Actually, I'm not going to say that.
I can tell you that I'm one of the reasons they got confused, because initially
your larger pit bulls and your smaller bullies. But check Andre out with BGK.
I was going to say I'm probably one of the reasons, and people like myself and Marlon are one of the reasons people get confused, because we use the word pit bull for marketing purposes, because we know that word is heavily searched. And if you're looking for SEO and algorithms, that's the word they're looking for. So I feel it's a responsibility to make sure that they understand that even though we might use that word in marketing, what we actually have produced and own are XL American Bullies. They're not pit bulls. And most of the people that are our clients wouldn't want a real pit bull terrier. They can't deal with that kind of drive and energy. You know, they don't have that kind of time and knowledge to be able to handle that level of a dog in the first place.
Right, right. So once you get them in, that's when you educate them on exactly what's going on and what it is you're working with.
Exactly. That's the purpose of that video. And also, I'm redeveloping my. Well, I'm not doing. I paid somebody a team to redesign my site. And one of the main pages on there is the differences between American Bully and American Pit Bull Terrier, so that when people come in, they have a chance to read and learn and educate themselves as to what we actually have and sell on my particular site.
Got you. And so people need to understand that when it comes to, especially the XLs, a lot of people do think that they are big pit bulls, and because of people calling them that and assuming that, that's why you see the bully world, talking about the dogs as well, not even talking about the dogs, but using the term pit bull in their marketing so that they can let those people know this is the dog that you're actually looking for, and then they're explaining it to you from there. Last week with the live, we touched on, or actually we didn't even touch on, you guys actually went into depth with photography, the tools to use, the mentality to have when you actually go into it. And that's what I had to learn a lot from you guys. And then also with the videos. So this week we're going from, we got the videos done. You got all these pictures saved up in your phone. You got 1 million pictures saved up in your phone. And then now it's time to apply it to Facebook. But one of the dynamics that caught me off guard when we first got into the bully world, when you get on Facebook, when you're on Instagram, it's more people promoting. When you get on Facebook, it's people promoting, but you also have a community and the ups and downs that come with that community. What is you guys' outlook when it comes to your marketing and your promotions on Facebook?
Well, it depends because you were kind of talking about a little drama community at first. So it kind of depends. I mean, if we're going to talk about marketing, I mean, to me, you have to eliminate the drama. I'm not saying it doesn't bring people, but one thing I do know is it does not bring the right people.
No, it doesn't bring the right kind of attention. I'm gonna say something a little controversial, but I'm gonna give you my. I'm gonna just be honest. Like that's the best I can be. If you're talking about platforms and marketing, Facebook is one of the lowest. All right, and I'm gonna tell you why Facebook is one of the lowest. Facebook, in these groups that is shared into, we share it to the Hawk group, to my group, to your group, to my personal page. Now, there's a lot of individuals that are interested in the dogs, in the different breeding programs. So to me, it's a good place for breeders to get insight on other breeders. But if you're looking for that top dollar client, most likely you're not going to find them here because you're dealing with other breeders, And when you're dealing with other breeders, they're going to want to do, let's do a pup back. Let's do stud for stud. You understand? Like you will find occasionally a client that recognizes and respects, your program and is willing to go ahead and pay the appropriate amount for whatever you're charging. But that's here and there. The majority of my sales come from other platforms.
Okay, got you.
Okay, but Dre, okay, so get down there. I know this is gonna be a good live now because me and Jada met a disagreement here. You feel me? So okay, I kind of understand what you're saying when you're sharing to these groups, though. But what if you're using specific ad targeting? You feel me?
That's different.
Okay.
That's different. If we're talking about groups and ad targeting looks at a different demographic. It's not looking at just breeders. It's looking at people that share similar interests, and they may or may not be a breeder. Once you're in these groups or on these pages, most likely you either have an interest in breeding or you are currently breeding. And that is the scenario where you're dealing with a couple girls in the club and about 100 dudes. Somebody gonna get lucky, but not everybody. You know what I mean? So.
Well, see, that's why I tell people the new Robert McCormick page that's up. That page is being built strictly from ad targeting. There is maybe 10% at the most organic on that page, but 90% of it is ad targeting, reaching people also in the dog community. But basically, I ain't gonna lie, and I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but I'm gonna reach whoever the hell I want to. You feel me? When you know what you're doing. You make it easy. So I guess let's start. Let's start here. So like Daryl said, we got the pictures, we got the videos. What do we do? How do we do it? How do we draw people organically? And I guess we could touch on ads later.
Yeah, because that to me would be the primary way. We could share throughout the groups like we just did. But if you're really looking for a client, a certain level of client, then I definitely will hop towards the ads if I'm going to be on Facebook, because that's where you're really going to actually find people that are willing to reach in their wallet and say, I want that, you know, and you don't get flack because you pay Facebook. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let me ask you this. So you guys are both saying that, yeah, there's people on here that are interested in dogs, but you kind of fall into a trap on Facebook where you're dealing with breeders that already have dogs. And
well, generally, that's not even a possibility. That's a fact. First thing you do when you take a good picture of your dog, you post it, and what do? You share it to these groups. That's a fact.
Right.
That's a good gauge to know what you want to use for your paid campaigns. That's one thing I use it for. I use these groups to gauge which pictures gets the most engagement. Engagement being likes, comments, shares, right? So if I see one picture, and it's hard for me to tell sometimes because you get three dope pictures for one photo shoot, and you put them up and you see which one really hits, and then that's the one I'm going to take. And if I do any paid promo, or if I do marketing on other platforms, I'm most likely going to take that one because it already performed well and showed me that it has more reach than the other photos that were similar.
So
yeah, now hold on, wait a minute. To add to that, let me add to that real quick, Bill. To add to that is sometimes you guys have to post the same picture several times a day, because in order to find out when you get your highest views, you have to be posting at different times a day. You can't post one picture and say to yourself when you look at your analytics, like, oh, well, most people view my shit between 3 and 5 o'clock, but you posted the picture at 3. You feel me? I mean, so of course it's going to be, but if you turn around and you post that picture at 8 in the morning, then you turn around and you post that same picture at 10 in the morning, post it at 12 in the morning. If you keep posting that picture throughout the day and you do that for several days, then you can really get statistics on what it is you're doing and when is the best time to post.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't want it to look redundant to the people that might end up seeing it twice, you can use like a variation of that pose. Let's say you got a picture you like, and most of the time when I'm doing a photo session, I got about 4 pictures that's real close but slightly different that I like a lot. So I'll take one, post it at a different time, another post at a different time. It's the same picture, just a little difference, but at least it doesn't get that redundant feel because they get to see variations of that pose, and I'll see which one performs the best.
Gotcha.
Or you can use that same picture, but put promotional advertisement over it. You feel me? I mean, put logos and shit over certain pictures. You can put your damn, I don't know the correct term for it. But basically, the way you see ads when you see them, do that shit to your dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
Do that shit to your dogs.
Yeah. Got you. So all right, so you're saying you got your pictures, you got a couple pictures you've narrowed down to the best ones. Don't just throw them out there. Start testing them. Now, is Facebook a good test for that to know how you want to? To know before you start getting into Instagram.
You got a control group. You got a whole control group. Like you got your own group, so it's real easy for you to go ahead and drop it in there, and you already know the people in there are familiar with you and your program, so you see what your response is, see what your interaction is. You know, see how much engagement you get off of that, and if you feel like that's one of them ones and it's hitting that way, that's when you take it to the other platforms and start putting it out there heavily. Or if you want to do some paid marketing behind it, whether it's a paid Instagram ad, paid Facebook ad, you know, whatever you're going to do with it, that's when I will go ahead and push that button.
Yeah, see, another way that I get organic traffic. You see a post go up in a group. Okay, this post has been up for 10 minutes. It has 100 likes. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to take that picture. You feel me? And I'm going to go post it in 2 other groups. I'm going to give the person love. I'm going to definitely give them love. And this is if I like the dog, though. I'm not just going to do this for any dog. But for people who have no platform, who have no way to gain one, organically, this is a way to do it. Take the pictures you see getting the most engagement. Take those pictures, post them in other groups. Show love to the owner. Tag the owner. Now, if your dog resembles this dog, or you think your dog resembles this dog, or you think your dog is better, when people start commenting on there, go back and reply to these people. Thank you for the comment. Check out this dog. What do you think? And send them a link to your shit. You feel me? Because you can't, when you are posting your dog on other people's posts, bro, that is foul as hell. Nobody wants to see
low
that.
Budget, scummy. Buy the book and get the fuck out of here. Bullshit.
Nobody wants to see it. But if I take Andre's
let me say this though, because I thought about this. Like I posted a picture of Rock and Debo today, and people were showing other BGK offspring that were related. Now that's different. I don't mean that.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's completely different. I actually appreciate and love seeing those type of dogs show up. Like, so don't hesitate to post your dog on my post. But I'm saying if we have nothing to do with each other, let's say Daryl put up a post of his dog and it's doing well, and I just come and put my dog that has nothing to do with his dog underneath this post, like this dog just is bad or better. That's some whole shit. I can't stand that.
Yeah, see now what I would do, what I'm saying doing is when I see Andre make that post, I'm gonna go check Andre's dog picture. And then I'm gonna go post it in groups. And I'm gonna give Andre all the love and all the credit. But everybody who comments on that shit, I'm gonna say thank you. You know, this dog is owned by, Andre from BGK, but what do you think about this dog? And then send them the link to yours. Now, I'm not saying that is going to guarantee anything, but now you have another way to draw in traffic. You feel me? Some people may like it, some people may not, but now you're drawing traffic to your page.
That's one of the reasons I watermark my picture. So when people do what he just did, even if he didn't give me love, because some people don't have the integrity that he does to let them know, like, this is his picture, blah, blah, blah. That is posted. But even when they do, they still know, like, this is at, boom, my dogs, and they'll be able to circle back and find out where the original picture originated from. So
well, see, I just make it clear.
Watermarking. No, I make it
clear because I never.
What about the person that doesn't?
Yeah, because I never want anybody thinking I'm the owner of this dog. I feel like if somebody asks in the comments, you know, how much is his stud credit or do you have any puppies? You know, I feel like I didn't give enough credit to the owner. You feel me? And I literally will go back and pull that post down and repost it or go recaption it. You feel me? If people, if people get any intentions that I am the owner or even affiliated with this dog.
Yeah, right. And you know, it's weird that some people just browse and don't really read. So there's a lot of times I've reposted other people's dogs, and I said it in the caption, whose dog it was, what kennel it represented, and whatnot. And then somebody be in the comments like, "Damn, Dre killing it." I'm like, "No, this ain't my dog." Yeah.
Well, that's the tip number 2. Y'all start reading shit.
Yeah, a lot of people don't read on Facebook. They see the picture, they just run with it. Even when we do our
a lot of people don't read in real life.
That's true too. But like even with the XL Bully Showcase, we kind of let people know, like, the more info you put, the longer we focus on your dog. But then they don't read it. They constantly just post that one picture. So a lot of people don't read. You guys do. People take the time out to read the captions that are there so that you get an understanding of why the dog's being posted and who's posting it and whose dog it is, etc. So you're saying to generate traffic, you're looking at dogs that you respect, that you like. You're also reposting those dogs. And then in your post, you're posting, after you get a little bit of traffic from it, then you're hitting those people up and saying, okay, this is my dog. What do you think of this? So you're turning it into an ongoing engagement.
Well, no. If you want to draw the traffic, you don't even say it's your dog. You feel me? You just, hey, if you like this dog, I have a dog that resembles this dog, or there's a dog that resembles this dog. What do you think about this dog?
Got you.
You know, what do you think about this dog? I mean, you could disclose if it's yours or not. You know, that's on you. But for me, it's about the traffic. Now, you're building your page, you know. Now, what you do from there, once these people come to your page and these people do like your page, or I mean, they do like your dog, or they do comment, go back and add those people as friends. Start clearing out the motherfuckers who you added that didn't add you. You feel me? Or didn't come to your page because of you.
So let me ask you guys this. Because you first get on Facebook, we all get our personal page. You know what I mean? What would you guys can you guys explain the difference? Because you got your personal page. So like I have Daryl Thrower, but then we also have Thrower Bullies, which is an actual page. You know what I mean? Can you guys break down to people what are the advantages of also making sure that you have either a kennel page or however you want to structure that?
I'll start off on that one because I messed up in the beginning and I learned the hard way. The first thing you want to do is actually make your personal page and then a business page. But the way you're supposed to do it, and I don't do it, and I should do it, but I know how it is supposed to be done, is you should make the post on your business page, share from your business page to your personal page in any groups. That should be the process. And I'll tell you why. I have two personal pages. Both of them are maxed out at 5,000 friends. 5,000 friends for me is not a lot, right? The bully, your business page has no limit of how many people that can follow and interact with you. So if you get to the point where you got 5,000, now you got to post on two pages.
Okay, shut the
and to
door.
be honest, I use like one of my personal pages. The other one got 5,000 people. Hopefully some of them are on my other page that I'm not really, because I feel like posting there, then I got to jump over to Instagram, then YouTube. Like, that's just too much. So the business page can catch everybody. It's a catch-all. You see what I'm saying? So I would make the post originally on my business page, share it from the business page to my personal page, share it from the business page to the groups I'm involved in. Because if I go that way, I'm catching everybody and I'm bringing them back and channeling them back to my business page, which is your ultimate goal, because you're not limited there. 5,000 friends is not a lot. Like I'm way over 5,000 on Instagram, obviously. So that's an issue, you know, and that's why the business page has an advantage. You can market differently from there. They get prioritized differently when you're generating ads from there. You know, a business ad is not the same as the ad from your personal page. If you run an ad, you want to run it from your business page, not from your personal page.
Right. Because you want to get your name, your brand, your everything else out there. So, all right. So you just kind of
hold on, wait. Let me contribute to the
go ahead, because I want
business
y'all to
page.
do the talking.
Now, in my opinion, the best way to build a business page is, especially if you are thinking about adding ad costs. Okay, so let's start here. One of the main things about a business page, growing it, when you share from your business page, whoever likes your post, when you share from your business page, they automatically get an invite button next to their name. And you can invite them to actually like your page. That's number one. Be careful with that, though. If you are freshly starting a business page, what I would do is I would reach out to breeders who breed similar dogs. And even if you have to pay them to like your business page, to me, it's worth it. You feel me? Because if you pay this person $5 or $10 just to push a like button, most people will just for the hell of it. But if they don't, offer them a little bit of money. When they like it, when you run your ads, go find your top 20 people to do that. And now when you run your ad, it automatically pops up that says run an ad to people who liked your page and their friends. You feel me? So now not only are you targeting some of the biggest breeders out here, but you're also targeting their fan base, because most people that sell dogs, they are friends with people they sell dogs to. You feel me? So that's just a quick tip. The easy way to go about it without looking into building custom audiences and things like that. That's an easy way to go about it, because that is readily available for everybody who has
an ad page. That's why I don't like a lot of people's pages. That right there. I can tell you right now, I got about 5,000 invites to like people's pages that I ain't pushed.
Well, but see, that's the reason for everybody. Now, people like me, I'm gonna target your shit regardless. You can block me, you can get me kicked off Facebook. I mean, if I want your page, I'm getting it. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, there's ways like we talk about papers and everything else. There's ways to hop on people's pages and snatch everybody. I mean, that's just a given.
All right, so when people
that's not available to everyone, though.
Okay, so hold on, because I haven't noticed that. So you're saying when people like you make a post on your page, and then people
on your fan page, not your personal page.
Yeah, your fan page. Somebody likes the post. If you click on it, then it's gonna enable you to invite that person.
Yes, to like your page.
Okay, I got you. I don't even think I've noticed
like your page and you're running your ad campaign, you can target them and their friends.
Okay, so now when you talk about running an ad campaign, to me that sounds expensive. Approximately,
you're allowed to set a budget, and they'll tell you how much per dollar that you will reach, your potential reach per budget, and how many days that campaign will run. Go ahead, my guy. I don't want to cut you off.
Oh no, I'll cut you off, bro. Go ahead.
No, go for it.
Man, I'm trying to learn too. Talk, bro.
No problem at all. I'm just saying that they got a budget that they set, and what they tell you with that budget, and Facebook is real good at this. And Instagram also, they'll tell you, like, if you use X amount of dollars, it will run for X amount of days, and you will reach X amount of people. So you can go small or you can go big depending on how strongly you feel and what you're campaigning for. How much you think you're going to be able to make off of the content that you're putting out there. If you feel like this is going to generate puppy sales and just one pup sale of 8,000 is going to cover everything plus a lot more, then go ahead. If you feel like this is just a little giveaway to increase engagement and awareness, then go lighter. You know, you don't have to go as big. So that's what I would gauge. It's not a specific amount. It's how many people are you trying to reach with that campaign? How long are you trying to run that campaign for? That would determine my budget that I spend on it.
Yeah. And see, one thing that I noticed about Facebook, what Facebook is doing, they generally give you a number aspect. So let's just say if you're going to run a campaign and you're going to spend $30, this campaign might tell you that you're going to reach between 900 people and 2,300 people every day for a week. Now, what I've seen from running ad campaigns, you usually get the lower end of it. So look for that 900, you know, or a little less than that every day. So if you really want to run a good ad campaign, if you cut down on those days, that reach goes up. You know, that lower amount goes up if you cut down on those days. Now,
okay, you explain that. Okay, so Facebook's telling you you paid this much, we're gonna run it for this amount of time. You should reach this many people. What do you mean by if you cut down on?
He's saying shorten it. Let me give you some numbers, just some round numbers for the fun of it. Let's say 5 days, 1,500 people. He's saying if you shorten it to 3 days, it'll be like 3 days, but you're going to reach 3,000 people per day.
Yes.
Got you. So I got you. And so you can shrink it and actually get more bang for your buck then.
It's more intense. And to me, that's better than just having it out there forever. It's about how many people you reach.
And not only that, but now you got to think about it. Yeah, so you got to think about it. And when you use things like this and you're using a minimum budget, you got to understand this is just a test. If you have something you really want to promote, this is just a test. You run that little $30 or $50 for a test. Now, if you could reach at least 10%, if you can get at least 10% engagement on your reach, then to me, this is a good ad campaign you can run. If you do any more than that, then you're fucking in the door. You know, run with it. Put a big budget behind it. Run with it. They have split, testing that.
So the first time you should just be testing that ad. I get you. So when you run that ad campaign, do something small the first time. If it works, then now put a bigger budget behind it.
Until you know what the community is looking for that you're trying to reach. Now, for me, I know what, you know, Breeding Exotics, I know what they are looking for. So I can put together an ad and put a big budget behind it because I know for a fact it's going to work. Now, now I will say this is arrogant and ignorant at the same time to think like that. You feel me? It is. So you can lose money thinking like that. You should always test for the newbies. You should always test. But I've been doing this for years. You feel me? So for me, I think it's great. You know, but also I don't just run ads. I mean, you guys have seen lives that I've done for the exotic people that are watching. You know, I might tell somebody, you know, if you want a free giveaway, hit 1 in the comments. And when you hit 1 in the comments, you'll automatically receive a link, you feel me, to whatever that giveaway is. Or if you want to be a part of my mailing list to get something free, if you comment whatever I say in the comments, you'll receive that link. And these are ways to promote. You have to keep people in what they call a funnel. You feel me? And this is one aspect to another. You feel me? Because if you keep people going in that circle of what you're trying to promote, you might get 1,000 people to start going in that circle. But if the people you end up with at the end of the funnel will be for sure the people that purchase, at least 20% of them.
Got you.
Very true.
Got you. Somebody asked, is that Andre Smith? Yes, it is.
I'm an impersonator.
so that makes a lot of sense though. So you got your pictures, make sure you have a page, people is what they're saying. And then like I never thought about it. You're saying start things off with your business page, your fan page, and then break your sharing off from there. Like me personally, I get caught up using my personal page. That's where I make my posts. But it makes sense to start off with your fan page first and then break your break yourself or start then
Well,
go from there.
that's why when you see people when they go to my personal page, they say, "Well, hey, Rob don't have dogs," because you might go on my personal page and find me talking shit about your mama. That's my personal page. I don't do shit on my personal page that really has to do with dogs. You're gonna find funny memes. You're gonna find all of this. If you care about my dogs and I'm not reaching you from my fan page, then that's my fault. You feel me? I mean, but that's just what it is. A fan page with ads, you can reach the world. You can reach the world. You can't do that from a personal page. You feel me?
You can't. You can't. And one of the things that I would bring up, let's say that you haven't done this before and this is something you've been thinking about and you don't feel like you're not confident in putting the budget behind yourself. You can go to Fiverr and they got people and look at the reviews that specialize in running social media campaigns. So you can go to Fiverr.
Again?
Fiverr. Fiverr.com.
Okay.
And you can take somebody there that has 5-star review and about 1,000 reviews from people that's done it and were happy with the experience and the results they got from it. And you can have them do your social media campaign, learn from them, duplicate what they did, and then do it yourself. If you're not confident to jump out the window on your own and start out, you can always start with somebody that's been doing it for a long time and watch what they do, watch the results. Go ahead, my guy.
And like we talked about last week, a scraper. If you can find a scraper or manually scrape these email addresses, phone numbers, or whatever it is you can get, if you can find those things, then you can turn around and you can build your custom audience based around the American Bully community or the exotic community or Brahma or whatever. You can build that target custom audience for that. Now, there are softwares out there that can do the shit itself, and there are things out there that makes it a lot easier. But unfortunately, you know,
can't discuss those.
We just can't. You know, because see, my thing is this. See, people want everything for cheap, but I feel like this. If I decided to charge somebody $1,000 to tell them a software where you can target this, I still feel that that's too cheap. You feel me? Because once you learn shit like that, you literally can open up a whole ad agency. Yeah, you can, or you can open up a whole ad agency, and you can do this shit for any business.
Yep.
Right.
This is not unique to dogs at all. This is anything.
Yes, this is
and apply it, and it goes. It could be cocaine or Coca-Cola. It'll work.
No, go punch him in the mouth, man. Shut the door.
Got you. So all right. So you got your ad campaign. When you guys, because both you guys have kind of mentioned targeting various people or whatever, how is Facebook giving you provide? Because it sounds to me like Facebook prefers you to have your page, and there's more benefits that come with it.
This is now a business. Facebook. All right, let me explain something to you. And a lot of people don't get that. Facebook has now been commercialized to the point where Facebook is a business. It's a publicly traded stock. This is a business that you're dealing with. Anytime you're dealing with a business, if you pay, you get preference. That's just the way it is. It's pay to play. That's why you can't talk about puppies in the groups. I got puppies for sale. Well, there's two reasons for that. One, PETA has now put money up and is invested. So because they're invested, they have say-so. Animal sales prohibited, even in the marketplace, right? So,
well, hey, hold on, Dre. Remember, even before PETA came, that has always been some of Facebook policies. You cannot promote animals for sale. But when PETA got in, PETA was like, when PETA got in, they're like, no, we're focusing on this one and this one only.
Yeah. PETA came in like, so at the end of the day, now you can pay and they don't care no more. All of a sudden you can advertise whatever you want to advertise because you got that golden pass. So that's one of the reasons why I think paying is worth it, because you're not jeopardizing anything and you're being prioritized. Now, to talk about what you're asking about is called demographics. The demographics of your target audience, meaning the age, sex, and the age, sex, and preferences of your targeted potential clients, right? Basically, who engages with you the most? What age are they? What sex are they? And one of the things you can find that out, you especially, Daryl, you can go in your group, and you too, you can go in your group, my guy, and look at the demographic that is in your group. It will tell you if it's mostly women, mostly men. It'll give you a good consistency on their ages. So you already know just from that alone what would fit you the best when you're going out and you're putting out your ads. And you want to make sure you do a similar demographic to the people that's already engaging with you, because that is your target potential client base. That's what he's talking about as far as demographics and targeting. That's what he means by that.
Yeah, because see, like I said, for me personally, like, you know, I don't target age, location, gender, job, school. I don't target that way. You know, there are agencies out there that definitely understand that part of it more than me. I target strictly. My target is strict, and when I say strict, I mean it's strict. And even when I decide to reach out and target outside of people, like, okay, first of all, you got to look at, you know, rest in peace, DMX. But DMX, he loved dogs. You feel me? So, number one, a lot of people are going to love dogs that follow DMX, and they also love his music. So, to target DMX page, when you want to try to reach out to more upstanding clients, that would be a good person that I would use. You feel me? But once again, we go back to the same thing. Target this person's page. If you look at your statistics in your dashboard, it'll tell you what the people who like your page have in common, and you'll be surprised. Damn near everybody in your list might like fucking Starbucks. So if that's the case, and you have a page full of 10,000 people and they all like fucking Starbucks, why not target Starbucks page to sell dogs?
Or if you want to get real grimy, and let's just get grimy as it get right now, you go find a big dog that's doing the same shit you doing and strip them. Period. Run their pockets. You go to their pages. I know I wasn't supposed to say it.
But since you already said it, Dale, ain't that the same shit I told you to do?
Yeah, it is exactly. It is. So okay, so let's get into that. So I can.
How about not?
Yeah. That's as far as I want to go. I ain't gonna lie to you. I already went further than I want to go.
But Facebook is allowing you to do this, right?
It's not if they allow, it's if you have the software to be able to do it.
And not only that, but you also have the mind. You also have to have the mind frame. See, look, part of making money and reaching people is having the mind frame to be able to do so. How to strategize to be able to do it. You have to come up with these ideas. It's the idea. It's not just the doing it. It's the how do I do it? Should I do it? Could I do it? You feel me? It's the idea. Most people. Oh, go ahead, Dre. Go ahead.
No, I'm just agreeing with you. I don't want to interrupt you. I'll come back.
Yeah, it's just the idea to do it. Like, think about it. How many people on here? Because some may have not. But how many people on here have thought to themselves to draw traffic? Let me take this picture that's already getting traffic. Let me post it, and then let me comment back to the people, my dogs, to draw traffic back to my page. It's the thought process behind doing something, not just doing it.
That's the part you can't teach. This is what I'm gonna say, man. This is why I'm willing to give some. I'm a forward thinker. As long as you following what somebody else is already doing, you can't catch them because they first. And I'm gonna give you an example. This goes outside of business. I was talking to a couple people today about businesses that are unrelated to dogs at all. We're talking cryptocurrency, if you want to be specific, because I'm heavy into cryptocurrency, right?
Okay.
Once whoever's first to the market, it doesn't matter if they're best. There's going to be something better. There's going to be improvements and enhancements that come because they're going to watch what you do and fine tune it, right? But whoever's first to the market, for the most part, now there's exceptions, wins. Period. Like Bitcoin, there's going to be a better currency that comes after it. But for them to hit $60 a token, it's going to take a long ass time. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because they already cornered the share of the market. Let's jump over to McDonald's. McDonald's doesn't make the best burger. But McDonald's and In-N-Out were first. So although they have competitors out there, they're going to make billions a day. They're solidified their position already. You have to be a forward thinker. I'll give you an example. When I made that top 10 pit bull kennels video, as much as I like some of the kennels on here, that was a strategic business move. I did that because I wanted to put out the kennels that I had respect for and I like. And there was some on there that I missed that I have respect for and I like. And I apologize to the ones I missed. Let me put that out there right now. But with that being said, I had one goal. And that was when you put in best pit bull kennels, I wanted that video to show up on the first page of Google. And I want it to be the #1 video on YouTube. And I did both. If you go to YouTube right now and you put in best pit bull kennels, that video is first. Not second, not third, not on the first page. It's the first fucking result.
Hey, y'all, hold on. Y'all, hey, y'all do that shit next week since he told me, bro. I'm finna challenge him on that. Let's see. I ain't fucking with you.
That's the thing. You're gonna be playing.
Yeah, by the time you get there, I'm on to something different.
Yeah, I'm already
gone. But see, and that goes back to what he said as far as a forward thinker. Like, look at the coronavirus shit. People who play the stock market. A lot of people invested in the companies that make masks. You feel me? If you want to be a forward thinker, why not invest in the companies who create the material to make masks?
Right. The oil wells into the gas station. That's what I call that. You invest in the oil well instead of the gas station. The gas station makes money. The oil well, I mean, come on. We already know what the richest people are.
Yeah, but see, I'm the type of person, when you say forward thinker, I'm thinking like this. Okay, yeah, the oil, but fuck that. I'm finna invest in a trucking company. You feel me? I mean, because they're gonna be moving a lot more too. You feel me? So basically what he's saying as far as forward thinking, you can see something you like, but you have to put it your own way. You have to do it yourself. You have to try to see the bigger picture of what this person is doing. Because I want to tell you this, and I want y'all to believe me when I say this. If you see Andre post something, best believe that's something leading up to something. This isn't the final goal. This is something that's he might have another picture that's 3 times better, another promotion that's 5 times better. This is just leading you guys to that.
Yep, he gets it. He gets it. That I'll make random posts, like I was working on that bio, and I'll make random posts over the week that's asking questions that I know is going to be answered in that YouTube video that I finally post at the end of the week.
Yes,
I'll kind of do it like even Daryl was playing right into it, because the things he was saying all were contained in my video that I was already working on. You know, so as you do that, you can kind of lead up to it, and then they see the big picture later on. That's why you can't try to do what DDK, BGK, Bossy, with Daryl's doing, my guy's doing. You can't do that. You got to find what's true to you, right?
My guy, he meant me, Robert.
Yeah, I say that as a term of endearment, my guy. I say that as a term of endearment, for real.
Quit being sensitive about
Robert McCormick, to be specific. I'm talking about Robert McCormick. If y'all don't know,
the guy in the mirror.
Nah, that's not what I meant at all. That's not what I meant at all. But you can't try to do that, man. You can't. You got to find take some from me, take some from Robert, take some from Daryl, take some from Bossy, take some from Marlon, take some from everybody, but then make it yours. Because I do get ideas from everybody. I'm getting ideas from talking with Rob. I'm getting ideas from talking with you. Like it doesn't matter. Like I learned.
Well, I went back 2 years on Marlon and studied every post he made everywhere.
Marlon did that to me. Marlon did that to me. Hey, look. Here's an old story about me and Marlon, and I'm sure he won't mind me telling. Because me and Marlon was friends way before the Hawk jumped off for him. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I had an Australian voicemail that said, "Welcome to BGK, home of the largest pit bulls." And one day I called Marlon and I heard, "Welcome to DDK, home of the world's famous." I'm like, hold up. Called him back. Hey, pick up, dog.
Yeah.
What was that? What was that, Marlon?
But see, you gotta operate.
It's a good idea. That's what Marlon told me. And I could not.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Hey,
you feel me? I'm gonna fuck around. Y'all
took some of his ideas too. Just if we being honest. You took something from me. If you don't think I did the same, hell yeah, I did the same. Does that affect our relationship? No, we both do us. We both still have our unique way of doing our own thing. But do we learn from each other? I know I've learned from him, and I know he's taking something from me. So that's part of the.
Bro, I'm a bite Andre so hard, y'all might fuck around and call my phone. I'm gonna be like, "This is Andre from BGK."
Then that's what, because to me, once again, like the last live we did, you guys understand this, and you've got these techniques and these strategies, but I think what people miss out on is there is kind of a philosophy behind it. There is a way of thinking that you need to form in order to really get out there and get your dogs out there.
Yeah. Because the philosophy behind this is be business minded. That's the philosophy. And matter of fact, since you hit that, that's why the shit I sent you, like I'm putting together like shit. It's like what 20, 30 courses that literally start from the beginning of business, of how to deal with people, how to have employees, how to treat people, social media, like the whole shit, conflict resolution. These are things that as business, you have to know. You have to know these things. If you don't know these things, believe me, some people think of it as I'm just posting my dog on social media. But this is why you don't get the type of love that you feel you don't deserve, because you may have the dog, you may have the look, but the potential to progress you don't have. The way to deal with people you don't have.
All right, let me ask you this question real quick, because I'm trying to, for some reason, all the comments ain't showing up in one place. So I'm trying to get them. To Saint said, for a newbie, what's a good budget?
Well, hold on. Let's jump into the Q&A right before the live ends.
Okay, because that's gonna mean I got to catch up with all these comments, man, and they all.
Oh, okay. Well, we can answer. Well, fuck it. Let's go.
Just so they don't feel like we ignoring them.
Oh, y'all, hold on. I gotta go beat my kids real quick.
Okay, so yeah, so
Y'all
for a newbie, what would you say, Drake, is a good budget to start with? Especially since you said you want to just kind of test first.
Everybody has a different budget. Like if I'm typing bullies that's owned by Jeff Harrison, then he lived life a little different. You know what I mean? Jeff is in a $12-14 million house. I don't know how much his house is worth, but I know he has a lot larger budget than the average person. If you come down to me, I don't have Jeff's money for damn sure, but I have a nice chunk of change set to the side where I can pretty much, whatever budget I want to put out is not going to affect me, for real. So now, if you're a person that is, I have X amount of dollars allocated for marketing, then I might start off with like 30, 40, 50, you know what I mean? And just kind of see how that runs and see what my return on investment is, because everything is about ROI. If you're talking about business, everything is ROI. That's return on investment. Yeah. What is the potential that I'm going to recoup what I spent? And there's two questions that usually comes with that: how much, how long. Like when I'm spending money, how much I got to spend, how long is it going to take to make it back? That's the two things that always in my mind, right? So
engagement purposes. My bad. My bad. Go ahead.
Go for it, bro. Go for it.
Well, my bad. So return on investment. To me, simpler terms to say that is the return being whatever you were going for.
Mm-hmm.
So
it doesn't have to be monetary. It doesn't have to be money. You're right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that I just wanted to clear that up.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be monetary. It could be I'm looking to grow my audience, my potential client base, because that might not be right now money, but that's still long-term money. Because a lot of people, by the time they actually buy from you, and this is something that trips me out. Like I just told you, and I'll say it on the show. Like I just sent 2 dogs out to Young Jock, right? And when Jock first reached out for me, I didn't realize how long he had been following me. The first time he commented, I just deleted this comment, because whenever people do a lot of shady shit on my page, they know that people come through. So if somebody comments and it's DJ Khaled commenting on my shit, I delete it. Jock comment, I delete it, slide in the DM, answer their question, because they asking it publicly, which means everybody can be like, oh man, I got the same thing for last. I got the same. I don't want that. You know what I mean? So to me, a lot of people that you don't realize were there watching you. And I brought Jock up to say, when he spoke with me, he's like, man, I've been watching you for, I forget how long he said. I mean, I sent you the video, Daryl. So he was talking about how long he had been watching me and following me. And now he's finally reaching in his pocket and saying, hey, I want to do business with you. So that potential engagement that you're starting out with, that potential client base that you're growing, don't have to pay you right now. They can build and get comfortable with you, especially an online purchase, unless it's an impulse purchase, which a lot are. But a lot of people like to wait and watch and see, hey, I seen this client come out happy. I seen this production that turned out, I want to get on this breeding because I like what she did last time. So they kind of build up to that point. So it don't have to be right now monetary compensation. It's eventually going to lead to that. So you really want to think about your short-term ROI and your long-term ROI. Meaning, if I put in $50, how much am I going to get right now in the next 2 weeks, or let's say the next week? Because after your campaign runs, if you don't get results, it's usually going to happen pretty quickly, right? Because the people that seen it are going to engage right then. Or is this somebody that's going to follow me and potentially buy 3 months, 4 months, 1 year from now? So you got to take that all into consideration. But to simplify the question, I would say about $30 to $50 is how much I would start out with. If you don't have that to put into a campaign, you probably shouldn't breed. I mean, for real.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah.
So how much time do you say should you? How much time? Not to cut you off, Rob, but how much time if you run your ad campaign, you started today? How much time do you think a person should give that to say that I gave it a valid amount of time before I make my next move, or before I realize this was a waste of time?
bro, if you're only putting in $30, bro, run the whole fucking campaign. You feel me? I mean, see, you're talking. So you're
Hey man,
talking.
don't
So
make
for
me
me,
feel bad about that $30. Hey,
no,
that's a
no, no,
start.
bro. Because like I said, if you look at my new page, no, bro, for real. If you look at the new page, it's fairly new, and I don't do enough promotions on it because I just got a lot of shit going on, and you know, I'm working with my dog and shit like that. So, but generally, a $30 has been getting me 200 and something likes, you know, some comment, you know, a few comments and shit like that at 30 something dollars. But I'm utilizing that 30 something dollars a lot because out of that 200 and something likes, I might get 20 comments. And out of those 20 comments, 10 people are joining my mailing list.
Okay.
You feel me? So all of these things are being utilized all together. You feel me? Now, to me, that's what it should be. Now, you can also build a messenger list. You feel me? There's places like MiniChat. Y'all look that up. MiniChat. It's free. It allows you comment response and stuff like that, and you can build a messenger list. Now, people used to think like when, for the people that know us, when I was doing lives with Jay and I was helping people grow, that's one of the easiest ways that I help people grow because all the people that would comment on a live would be added to the messenger list, and I could send a message blast to 10,000 people in 2 minutes. You feel me? So this is why the lives used to pop. This is why when we used to end the live, you ended at 30,000 views and shit like that because I was utilizing these techniques and softwares behind the scene.
Smart.
Got you. Got you. So so definitely everybody, you got to be real strategic with it. Now, when you say paid advertisement, and that's what advertisement is paid marketing, paid promotion. And we're scrolling through our timelines and we see that promo page. Is that how these advertisements pop up when it says promoted or whatever Sponsored. It says on what looks like exactly sponsored? Is that how it pops up to people?
Yeah, that's how it pops up. But now how you make it pop up, and how you make it pop up and what you choose to do with it, you feel me, is important because there's so many ways you can run a promotion, bro. There's so many ways to target. They have apps too. Facebook has apps that you can download on your phone. But it's just, man, this is a whole world, bro. This is a whole world on its own.
It is.
Got you. So, and I know we kind of said we was going to split it up. So, but you're saying Facebook, you can get yourself out there, but how does it, like for instance, we just started our Instagram page. So we're using Facebook to promote our Instagram page. Is that effective or?
It's effective. Look at XL Bully Nation. Brett's grew that tremendously. I started a lot later than her. But she's using the same concept that Robert was talking about earlier, and so am I, where you take the most popular pictures, maybe it's from Instagram or from your group, and give credit to the person that actually created it, you know, so you're not taking from anybody without giving them their due. And that's what you post because you already know it's got good engagement, good reach, is good quality content. You know, and with my group, what I do is I take the best. Well, not what I do because it's a group of us, so I don't want to take anything away from the people they probably are more active on it than me, to be honest. But with that being said, they take the top quality content that has the most likes and engagement from the group, and that's what get posted on the page because it's already proven itself.
On your Instagram page.
Now, see, for me, the best way to
Instagram page for your group, or is that an Instagram page for your kennel?
I got both.
Okay, so now for BGK Kennel, would you post? You're not gonna post somebody else's dog.
Nah.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, you will?
The one way I will. If I see offspring from my offspring, or if I'm in the pedigree, I will do it because it's indirectly related to me, and I feel proud of that. But I don't try to act like I did it. You know what I mean? That's key. I make sure I give credit to who did it. Link them so you can go. I say follow at blank, 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 killing it. I'm proud to say BGK is in his pedigree, and then I slap the picture up. So now they're getting the benefit of my platform, and I'm getting the benefit of their content. It's mutually beneficial.
Well, see, and that's why, Daryl, that's why what I was doing when I remember when I was charging people $30 to post their page on my to post their picture on my fan page and using their $30 for ad promotions. It gives me the content I need for my page, and these people are getting me to do something that generally I would charge more than $2,000 to do. You feel me?
Right.
I'm doing it literally just for the $30. You feel me? Just because we both win. More people see your dog, more people come to my page to do it.
Right. So someone said, Rob, what was the name of the site you were saying? I think they're talking
Mini
about
chat.
what is that?
It's mini chat. Mini chat.
Okay, so mini chat. All right. Because we brought up that, and then we also brought up which I wrote down, the Fiverr.com. Fiverr.com.
Be careful. Well, Daryl, you don't need Fiverr, bro. You got me. You don't need Fiverr.
Nah, that's for somebody that don't have somebody like
yeah, you got me, you got Andre, bro, you got fucking Marlon. You don't need Fiverr.
That's for somebody that wants to do it, haven't done it, and aren't confident in their skill set, so they can go grab somebody that has, and even then, like you said, you got to be careful. And one way to be careful is to vet them. It's kind of like Amazon. You go through those reviews and you see what everybody's saying, and you kind of use that to make your decision on.
Yeah, but see, this is what I don't like about Fiverr, though, bro. What I don't like about Fiverr is the fact is, as soon as that order is complete, you have to give that review.
No, you don't.
Feel me?
No, you don't.
Well, you used to. Well, I ain't used it in a minute.
Hey, I don't want to.
yeah, nah. Hey, I'll talk to you about that later. Because, like I said, bro, I'll be paying.
You can leverage that shit. You don't. Hey, I don't want to say all this right now. I ain't gonna.
Yeah.
But I will give you. Me and you have an off the record talk. There's ways to manipulate that in your favor and get multiple deliveries.
Got you. So now,
we didn't talk about that.
All right. So Lou said, so the $30 campaign is for likes, 7 comments, not reach / engagement, or is that the same?
I can't. That $30. I can't tell you. Listen, I can't tell you what people gonna do. All I can tell you is the people it's gonna reach. And I know for sure you're going to reach people that you are not reaching. That's the only thing I can guarantee. I can't guarantee that listen, Daryl's my partner. I can't guarantee Daryl's going to like my post if I post it. You feel me? I can guarantee Daryl will see it because I might call him like, hey, brother, did you see that post I made? And he might say, yeah. You feel me? But that's it. Yeah, I seen it.
That's why it's good to test your content before it goes out. So you can see, it comes down to your wording and to the quality of the content. Because people can see it and not like it. Same person can see it and click it and comment and DM you because they can't believe what they just came across. So it's really going to be about having proven content or knowing that the quality of your content and the way that it's written is going to generate high engagement. The odds go higher with the demographic you're choosing, and that they're going to look at that and feel like this is something I want to click. You know, I mean, a click is free, a like is free, but you still got to generate that interest to make them want to reach it and spend that energy on pushing the button.
And what people also have to understand about the shit that I'm doing on the new page too is I'm not running real true campaigns. I'm posting your dog and targeting your market. That's it. You feel me? I'm not putting the right engaging caption behind it. You feel me? I'm not prettying up this ad. I'm not linking anything to it. I'm not running real campaigns. I'm just making sure for $30 that your shit is being seen by the right people. That's it. If you breed English Bulldog, your target market is going to be all English Bulldog breeders. You feel me? All English Bulldog lovers.
Let me ask you guys this then. When it comes to, okay, you got your picture, you got your ad campaign ready to go, your $30 to $300, $3,000, whatever it is you ready to do.
Oh my God.
Does wording and hashtags play a part in this on Facebook? Your captions, your hashtags,
not as much as the wording.
Okay. So when it comes to the wording, is there a technique that you guys think about when it comes to your wording? Or
you don't want to be lengthy. Think about, okay, they have what they call the elevator pitch, right? Like I've been in the film industry for a while. As a financial broker, helping producers finance films independent of the studio, connecting them with the money. But one of the things that I learned was the elevator pitch, and that whole theory applies over here on the same level. And what that means is this: you need to be able to say what you need to say in as little as possible, short and to the point, Like the shorter you can make it, and the more attractive it is. Nobody wants to read a novel. You know what I mean? They want to be able to see it in a few sentences or a couple of sentences that summarizes who you are. And you have to put what's called a call to action. It's always important to embed a call to action in whatever text you're writing. Meaning, click this button for this. Check out my page for this. You got to give them a call to action, not just, oh, I like that picture. You know what I mean?
And that's why sometimes when you see video ads, when that shit first pop up, the person that's on it be like, stop, wait. Because that automatically catches that automatically catches you right away. Because you only have about 3 to 5 seconds right after that stop wait to really grab this person. But that stop wait automatically catches you right away. You have to do that in writing.
So
it's called copywriting.
Okay.
It's called copywriting. You learn how to sell through writing.
Got you. So make it as short as possible, but you also want to make it, like you said, a call to action. You want to be asking them to do something. So if I make a post, should I be saying, hey, check out my dog, like my pic, or just leave it up to them to do that?
You don't want to do that. You want to say, check out our new website, check out our new litter, check out my new pup, check out our new kennel setup. Something that makes them want to go and say, oh, what is this? What is this about? As opposed to, oh, that's a dope picture. Like, keep scrolling. There's no call to action. So something there's no reason for me to follow up and check out what you're doing because you didn't put that call to action there.
Okay, and then one person asked a good question. Lou Blood said, are likes the same as reach and engagement? How does that actually confuses me?
Well, it's not the same. Oh, go ahead, Dre. Go ahead. You go first.
No. I'll wait. Go ahead.
It's definitely not the same as reach. All that is engagement, because you can reach 1,000 people and only 10 people, and only 10 people could like your shit. You feel me?
So those likes are what's considered engagement.
The likes are considered.
It's a light form of engagement. Let me tell you what I've noticed. All right, when I put up something, you got there's levels of engagement, right? You got somebody that looks, somebody that likes, somebody that comments and follows through. That's the ultimate goal, right? So,
yeah, but you only charged for comment and like. If you're going for engagement, if you're going for engagement, unless you're going for views.
Right. But what I'm trying to say is this: somebody that likes it is less likely to follow through as somebody that likes and comments, because they put more energy into it. They done actually sat there and wrote to somebody that's going to register in their mind a little bit longer. Somebody that just likes. I mean, a like is good. A view is like. If I get a video, it might have 8,000 views, then it might have 800 likes, then it might have 20 comments, because that takes more work to sit there and type. It's a lot easier to watch and then scroll. It's a lot.
But out of those 20 comments, out of those 800 likes, those people that comment probably liked it too, and he got 20 comments. Now, out of those 20 comments, he has a potential good chance at 2 sales.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's why I mean by there's levels to the engagement, and by the different levels, you can kind of tell how much you're going to close and how much. That's when you really get to see the performance of your campaign. When you start seeing those comments, and then the people that actually went through with your call to action and click that button. That's called a click through, a CTR, click through ratio, right? How many people click through and then actually go to the site? You know what I mean? And that is where you actually, that's the conversion. That's
because you gotta think about it too, Dale. When you really want something, you're gonna jump through the hoops to get it when you really want it. You feel me? Like this. If it's just some shit, okay. All right, I watched the video. You feel me? That's cool. Now, what I want you to do after this video is I want you to like the post. A lot of people that watch that video aren't going to like that post. But then the people that do like the post, now you tell them, like, now I need you to comment. You feel me? And now that's the people that liked it. Some of those people aren't going to comment, but the people that comment, now you say, I want you to go to this site. When people really want something, they're going to go through the ropes to get it. You feel me? So if you're and that's what I call a funnel. So if you're dragging people through this funnel, 1,000 people, you might start off with 1,000 people, but at the end of that funnel, it's only 100 people. But out of those 100 people, more than likely, you will make at least 10 sales.
And that covers your whole campaign times 10. Matter of fact, take a portion of your sales and set it to the side for marketing. Like that's the one thing I don't see people do. I take a portion of my sales always and put it to the side. This is my marketing budget because this is how I'm going to further my business. You always want to keep a marketing budget. And if you don't want to come out of pocket, make sure your business is successful and you can let people that's buying from you pay for your marketing.
There you go. There you go.
Yep. So, hey, we've been on here an hour, bro. So you want to wrap it up with some more Q&A or?
Yeah.
Look, I mean, it's my, listen, I mean, I'm sorry to act like I'm running this shit because I'm not. This is Dill.
No,
this is Dill's. But I want to keep it minimum, bro, so we can keep this interesting, keep everybody learning, and keep everybody coming back.
I'm with you.
Exactly. Nah, and you were the one that put me on game as far as when it comes to, it's cool to have the views while you're doing the live, but keeping it short gets you more viewers when the live is over. So, nah, definitely. I think that is pretty much all the questions. I keep going to all the little places where I shared it to make sure. Let's see. Dion said, I wish Andre could get at me when there's some puppies on the ground for us to make a transaction. We're aiming for those double XLs. Dion is cool people. I like him. So
tell him
Dion,
to
definitely
tell him to send a DM. That'd be the best way. Send a DM, and then I can put them onto the email because that's the best way, man. You know.
There you go, Dion. So hit up Andre Smith and he'll get out you.
That's why I say I got that landing page. When people want questions from me, hey, look, go jump on that landing page. I hit you up.
Yep, that part.
Okay, so now I'm gonna ask this last question and then we're gonna go ahead and jump off here. Next week we'll do part 3. But when you talk about a landing page, what is an actual landing page?
A landing page is literally no more than a form that you go and I mean, you can promote a product on a landing page, a specific product, but what I use my landing pages for is just somewhere for you to go in and you to put in your name, your phone number, your email address, and then I will contact you later. But for mine, it's for me to drop exclusive content to these people who have traveled through this funnel and went that far. You feel me? So now these people, now I haven't got to it yet, but as you've seen, it's being put together. But these will be the people that will receive that exclusive content that I am building for free or at a really big discount. You feel me? A really big one for the simple fact is they went all the way through that funnel to get it. That's me. You could drag people through a funnel for a giveaway, or you could drag people through a funnel for whatever. But fact is they have taken the necessary steps to really want whatever it is you have.
Got you. So I got you. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, fellas. Thanks for joining on again. Next Friday, we will also hit up questions regarding the Facebook series that we did today. We're going to move into the Instagram aspect of all this. And, we're going to be discussing websites. We're going to be discussing YouTube. Next week, we're going to focus on Instagram. If you guys do have questions, make sure to hit us up. I will try to come up with a way that we can kind of store those questions. And then next week, hit those questions up and then get on the topic. But hopefully, we've helped a lot of you guys when it comes to getting your Facebook going and understanding, the overall concept of presenting your dogs and presenting your promotions to the rest of the world. You guys got anything to say to?
Bro, Dre, you sitting over there with a ring light on, ain't you?
Yeah, I got a ring. Yeah.
I got one too. I'm over here with the ring light on too. That's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta get that equipment together, bro. Y'all gotta get it. You feel me? Like matter of fact, I'm gonna turn my shit off right now.
hey, let me ask you this, Daryl. I seen you make a post earlier, and it said something about what did it say? If you don't like the marketing series, you shouldn't post your dog on Facebook. What led to that post, man?
You know what? This is the thing. All right, we're gonna go left right now. Let's go. Here's the thing. When I first when we first talked about doing this, and then I made a post in the group more to see who would be interested. And a couple people were on this. This shouldn't be about marketing. It should be about bettering the breed. People who into marketing or basically like if you're into marketing, you're scamming. So I kind of let that slide. But then the next day, those same people, because now that you talk this shit, I'm gonna make sure I follow your page. Well, the very next day, those same people, what are they doing? They promoting their dogs and their wins and things like that. So then I started getting hit. I get a lot of people who hit me up because they see a live somebody did or something somebody said, and they may not mention my name, but they know they're aiming it at me. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll hit me up.
To the nation like that, where they try to call you out about that.
Well, Daryl be arguing with pointless people though, but I'll be like,
when you before too, I'm guilty, man. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't, and that's
you know you get caught up.
We all have.
And it's like, you know, even my cousin got on me last week because when we first got into this game and we sat back and we watched everybody for about 6 months to a year, just saw how everybody was operating. Andre was one of the first people I hit up, you know what I mean? And but it was because you were sitting at the top and being cool. Whereas I had a bunch of these people in the middle and at the bottom talking shit. You know what I'm saying? And I remember it was the first XL Bully Zoo. The first one. Brett was running it. And anything I said, people was hating on.
Hey, let me talk about the first XL Bully Zoo real quick. I took your shit.
I saw you did that. That had me cracking up. I saw you make that move. That was hilarious, dude. That was just like
but Daryl, I try to tell you.
Let me say this.
Okay.
And then what happened is it was like this whole community was coming at us. And we was just starting to promote King. He was about a year old. And one of the people, I'm going to go ahead and say his name, was Craig Spice. He was the main one.
Oh, my goodness.
Ringleading this shit. You know what I'm saying?
But that motherfucker was hating on me in the exotic community. I'm like, bro, you fucking XLs.
and he was coming at us. And after a while, I kind of realized that's how he gets down. You know what I'm saying? And me and Craig.
No, Craig. Hey, listen, Craig. No, Craig Spice just needs friends, bro. That's it, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And he and I, we Facebook cool now, but it was just a lot of people that was coming at us because they thought that was a cool thing to do. And for whatever reasons, they took. I'm gonna be honest. I think it was because we was black. They didn't realize that black folks hunt, work dogs. You know, the whole nine. Because a whole lot of racist comments would get made also.
Oh, whoa! Who are you saying? Craig? Hold up. Craig was making.
Well, hey, hold on. Hey, I gotta jump.
Craig wasn't. But what it
I gotta jump. Hey, I gotta jump off of here, fellas. Hey, I gotta jump off of here, bro.
All right, I'm gonna hit you up in a sec, bro.
Brother.
Salute. All right.
Hit you up in a sec. But Craig wasn't. But he had a lot of underlings and then people who was just writing what they were seeing. And it was just a lot of racist comments getting made. So this went on for like 8 months. And everybody was like, prove you work dogs, prove you do this, prove that. Well, we waited probably about 8 months. And then one day my cousin, he was like, you know what? Let's just rain the group with our proof. So we just flooded the group that day with pictures of our dogs working, videos of the dogs working, protection, catching hogs. We just ran with it. That whole day, we was just picture after picture after picture. All of a sudden, it stopped. There was a lady, and rest in peace to her, by the name of Dina Hope. I didn't know who she was.
I remember seeing her name. She passed?
Yeah, she passed. I just found out that about a couple months ago. I see her
online all the time. That's crazy. R.I.P.
But she never used to say anything, but she would like my comments. And then all of a sudden, she came out of nowhere one day and she just started like picking people off. Like, he knows what he's talking about. You guys are just feeling like he's stepping on your toes and blah, blah, blah. I didn't know who she was. And then after a while, I realized she was a judge. She was also part of, I guess, the beginnings of, some of the Chevy blood and a lot of that. She had a lot to do with a lot of the weight pulling and a lot of that. But I had no idea who she was. And when all of a sudden I noticed people, kind of back off. But the reason I made the comment today was I started noticing those same types of people. All of a sudden, I'm seeing these lives getting done, these comments getting made in groups. I saw a comment made, and actually I didn't see the comment. It was sent to me where somebody said, you get these people who've only been here for a couple years. They've had one breeding under their belt. We've actually had two. So bye. But they've had one breeding under their belt, and now all of a sudden they want to tell everybody about dogs. My thing with the bully game is,
oh man, you know what's crazy is I actually liked that post, but I wasn't thinking along the lines of Craig made that post in his group. As a matter of fact,
was it okay? Because the person who sent it to me, they blurred out the name of who made the post, and I don't know that
Craig made the post.
Okay, see, and I don't know that it was aimed at us or anything like that.
But I didn't know who it was aimed at. I thought he was talking about, because sometimes in the groups I see people that put themselves in positions that they shouldn't be in. Like they basically trying to tell everybody how to do something. And I always tell people I'm still learning right now. I learn every day. I learn from everybody. I learned something from Robert that was just here. I learned something from you. I learned something from everybody, man. Everybody I interact with, I try to learn something, whether it's what not to do or
exactly.
or something good. Either way, I try to learn. So I kind of thought that that's what was being referenced. Like you didn't even come to mind at all. Like I
see,
had
well,
no idea.
when the person sent it to me, I was like, you know, because I see that. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, you shouldn't be just giving advice that you just got off Google. Sometimes you can tell people have done that, you know. And I didn't respond to it.
They damn near copy and paste for real.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I didn't respond to it because, one, I wasn't for certain that was aimed at me. You know what I'm saying? But like I let the person know, I just started breeding bullies. As far as dogs, I've been doing this 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's why I let them know, like, if you see something, I try to let people know you don't have to send me things. If I come across it, then
I wouldn't mind something being sent to me, but I don't always take it to heart or feel like they're talking about me. My guy once said, if somebody walk in the room and they yell out, "Hey, bitches," I ain't gonna respond because I don't fit the description.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So,
exactly. And that to me is the way you got to look at it. You know what I'm saying? It might be, and somebody might be aiming something in your direction. You know what I mean? People are gonna pick and choose how they figure out how to aim at you. And because everybody does things so delicate, I try not to have a response to it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you jump on my post, then okay, cool. We can talk about dogs for days. You know what I'm saying? Or we could talk about my post for days. But as far as
that's why I used to feel like that. Now you got about 1 or 2 responses out of me before I'm on to something that's gonna get me.
That's what I'm trying to learn. That's my next thing I'm trying to learn. You know what I'm saying? Because you do get some people, I look at them, I'm like, okay, you're a judge, or you do this, or you've been breeding this long, and now you coming at me not knowing what you're talking about. I'm gonna keep it going because you're digging yourself in a hole. And I used to look at it like I'm gonna keep it going because every time you comment, it takes it back to the top. Now I'm realizing that ain't that big of a deal. It's more not getting. It's like my mom used to say, if you arguing with a fool, somebody watching from a distance don't know which one's the fool.
They can get confused, man. And that's one of the things I've been working on. Is just I'm disengaging. Like I don't. A lot of people will argue with me just to be able to say they argue with me to somebody else.
See, exactly.
Like you know what? I told Andre his dog's ain't shit, and he should see my yard. And that's they feel like they just did something, and I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't realize like that was actually a feather in your cap. I didn't feel like
people don't care if they're wrong no more. People don't.
Nah.
As long as they're expressing what they feel or what they think they've learned, they're not trying to learn nothing else from that. And they don't care that they wrong as long as somebody likes it or they get attention or whatever it is that they're aiming for out of it. And that's what, to me, that don't make sense. To me,
no, they about to be disappointed with me, man. I don't got much to say no more for that.
Well, hey, I'm about to follow your suit, dude, and just ignore it because there's really no winning and going back and forth with people. You know what I mean? In the group I engage because I hate misinformation being put out there. So those times I'll try to engage, but I've started to learn like, okay, if I see misinformation, I'm gonna make my comment, and then at that point it's time to leave it alone. You know what I mean?
See, it's different like with you away. And I gotta get ready to bounce, to be honest with you, but it's different between you and I. Like on the post, like I have put up a post and you made a few comments which has some great points. Then I'll come back and I'll give you my point of view. To me, that's a healthy debate. There's a difference between two people exchanging different viewpoints that are both knowledgeable but conflicting, or maybe similar but slightly different. Then somebody that's coming in like, oh, that dog ain't shit, you ain't shit, fuck you.
That's like, exactly. just negative.
That's when you just okay. I'm good. If that's how you feel,
exactly.
You know what I mean? If that made your day, then if you like it, I love it.
Exactly. But I'm learning to look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I get caught up, and it's never me personally, but I'm looking at it like, yo, you putting out just bad information. You can't. Why are you satisfied with doing that? But now I'm learning to just be like, there's nothing I can do about it. State my piece and just walk away from it. Leave it at that.
Keep it pushing.
Yeah, keep it pushing. Well, hey, brother, I want to thank you for joining on tonight. Like I said, next week we're gonna
glad to be here, bro.
More in the Instagram. Much respect to you for all you've done. One for this breed.
I appreciate. Same with you, man. I like the way you built your platform and the way you're using your voice to actually. You're giving your group a direction. You're giving them insight. You're giving them information and some news that they could use. And that's more than just posting the picture of your dog. So I respect that, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So we are out of here. We'll be back next Friday, same time, same places. We out.
All right.